This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2003 Ford F350 crew cab, dual rear wheel, 7.3 liter turbo diesel, four-wheel drive. It's a Lariat, which means it's leather. Obviously, it's sitting on some aftermarket wheels, and it's a clear title. It's a theft recovery. I'm going to run through a couple things that you need to know. We divulge everything we know. I knew about this stuff before I bought it, and I still wanted it because these things do not grow on trees. It says structural damage reported at 12,000 miles in Florida. So when I bought it, I knew that I needed to make sure it was safe. So I sent it to get the laser check done on the frame and see what exactly had been repaired. The frame came out as absolutely dead on perfect, which kind of makes sense. This happened to it at 12,000 miles according to Carfax, and now it's got 101. So you don't get 80,000 plus miles on on a bad, unsafe vehicle, especially when you've got a big towing rig like this. Anyhow, basically what's going on is they did a really nice job. See right there? See where that bolt is right in the middle there? The front clip was replaced and done absolutely perfectly. The job is unreal. In fact, the guy who did the laser said that he would love to hire the person who did it. Now, cosmetically, the paint and the body work that they did was so-so. I would probably have done a better job of painting and body work on it, but the framework and the mechanical part of this thing is outstanding. And I guess with the low miles on 101 on a 7.3, this thing runs great. I don't know if I would do any. I may actually be inspired to paint this thing again and sand it correctly and do the painting correctly. You know, they just didn't. They didn't sand it correctly. They didn't paint it correctly. When I bought it, you'll see the before and after pictures. They look the same. There's nothing different except for the fact that the emblems, it had King Ranch emblems on it. Whoever stole it was trying to make it appear to be a King Ranch, and put those emblems on it when it was not a King Ranch. It was a Lariat, and that was their way of hiding it. You know, it's pretty straight. It's just that whatever body work they did, I think that it's my opinion that they replaced the bed. It says in the Carfax that they did that it was left rear and left front. So I think they replaced the bed and just painted it. Let's see, what kind of wheels are these? What size wheels we got here? We have 285 40 24s. These are 24s on this truck. I mean, the wheels alone on this truck, very expensive. Oddly enough, the tires aren't that expensive. We didn't have to replace them. These are the tires that came with it. They're a little low on tread on the front, but on the rears, they're pretty good. Those of you who know these trucks well know that it's got an '06 front end on it, which we see a lot of. It's really easy to change the front ends on these things. The header panels are the same. It just changes the headlights. And this tailgate is also from an '06. So I think that this person, when they wrecked it or whatever happened to it, took the opportunity to make it look a little more modern, was their idea. Which even made me want to make sure that it was safe and done correctly, even more so, which is, again, why I sent it out to have it checked for frame and everything. Let me see. After the structural checkup was done on it, we did the following: front brake lines, stabilizer strut, and bushings, they were stolen. There wasn't anything broken, they were just not there. Front brake pads were bad, water separator, ignition and door cylinders were damaged from when they stole it. The sway bar, arm, and bushings, they were also stolen, they weren't there at all. Driver door handle was damaged by the theft, and the hood struts were a little weak, wouldn't stay up. And to keep my head from getting bashed in, we put new hood struts on it. So, that is what we know. I'm going to fire this thing up. I'm going to show you underneath the hood what it looks like. Like I said, cosmetically it's a little challenged. Mechanically and safety-wise, it's fine. Very good. We got new batteries on both sides. Here's your Ford stamp on that fender. So you know that's an original fender. There's the Ford stamp on that side, so the fenders are all original. Also has this rolling tonneau cover here. Alright, let's walk through this real quick. I gotta pick up the pace, I only have 15 minutes for these videos. Anyway, it's critical for me to make sure that I tell everybody everything that we know about a vehicle. A little bit of a stain right here. This thing could be a hell of a truck cosmetically if you wanted it to be, or you could just stop where you're at. Bottom line is you got 100,000 mile 7.3 four-wheel drive turbo diesel dually, and trust me, we know diesel trucks, and these things, ugly or not, do not grow on trees. Very hard item to find in any condition, and mechanically speaking, when they're good, you need something to pull with, they're the best. Not the fastest, but of the diesel trucks, but they are very durable mechanically. So the seat works. Obviously the center console is not there. Told that the passenger mirror does not work, which is true. It does not work. Let's see what else we got. Alright, let's see, there's a mat. Nothing going on there. That's a wheel. That looks fine. Obviously the center console is not there. I don't know, usually I tell people not to paint vehicles, not do any cosmetic stuff.
Getting involved? That, among other things.
But this truck, CD player, the air's blowing ice cold. This truck, I might just say that this thing is valuable enough and rare enough. So I might just do that. Anyway, let me put a seatbelt on. Move it up a little bit so I don't back into anything here. Alright. There's your mileage, 101,055. Alright, I'm going to put it into neutral. Put it into 4 low. Now we're in 4 low. Let's drive. Put it in reverse. This is a brute. That's a lot of torque. Alright, 4 high. Now we're in 4 high. And reverse. Alright, back to 2-wheel drive. Let's go for a ride. Running out of time. Like I said, we divulge everything that's wrong with these vehicles. If there's something history or something going on, we get as much information as we can. We do not need a surprise showing up at your house. Cosmetically, it could, you know, I don't know, it depends on what you're into. If you're just into towing, don't do a thing. If you need it to look spectacular, then it needs to have some sanding done and some paintwork done. Mechanically, it's fantastic. Safety, we've checked it. That framework was excellent. And the laser frame laser test came back as absolutely perfect. Dead on perfect. Beyond perfect. So that is not an issue at all. Anyway, let's talk about money. Taxes and dock fees. Dock fees, if you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay a tax of 2% city sales tax in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. This thing runs good. It's a big beast. Boy, even with those 24s, it doesn't have any noise. Very rattle-free. I thought it would be a little rougher ride than that. Let's see, what else? So you're going to pay taxes of 2% tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 3%, you're going to pay a total of 5% tax and a dock fee of $250. If you pay by wire and ship, all you're going to pay is your agreed-upon price, plus whatever costs you to ship it yourself. We have a shipper in our ad. His name is Fred at Beacon Shipping Logistics. You can use him or you can use whoever you want to use. Okay? Please get a deposit in. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. Deposit's $500. Once we receive it, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelconnects.com. Lastly, this is a used vehicle. I have brutally described what is right and what is wrong in this truck. There should be no surprises here, okay? Still, if this truck had not had a Carfax issue, had not had any crash damage repaired, we would still be giving you the same speech. It's not a new vehicle. It could have a check engine light on in a week or a month or whatever. It doesn't drive like a brand new vehicle. It's not brand new. If you need that brand new feeling, go buy a brand new one. This thing would be about $60,000 or $70,000 new. All right, there's my speech. Anyway, thank you very much for your time.